managers, network planners, and edge strategy experts are always looking for ways to improve their network's performance, increase reliability, and reduce connectivity costs. But getting the data to support strategic decisions like peering partnerships can be a difficult task. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use PeeringDB filters in Kentik to help evaluate traffic between your network and networks that are present at internet exchanges and data centers worldwide. It's going to help you answer questions like, what internet exchanges and data centers should I be at based on my network's traffic profile? Am I optimizing the use of my existing exchange ports? Are there members at that exchange I could potentially peer with, but am not currently? And how does this all impact our bottom line? So let's hop into Kentik and get started. So in this first example, we're going to be an access network that is already a member at AM6 in Amsterdam. And I want to make sure that we're optimizing our port at this internet exchange. So what I'm looking to uncover really is if there are any other possible candidates that I could peer with at AM6. So I want to see how much traffic I have on my transit connection to other members at AM6. So within Kentik, I am in the Data Explorer here, and you can see we have our sidebar here for querying. And I'm going to go down to the filters to tell Kentik what traffic I want to look at. So since most of my traffic is coming inbound, I want to filter to see external traffic coming from source networks. So I'm going to set the network boundary to external. And then I really only want to see transit traffic. So I'm going to make sure that we filter to only see transit connectivity type. And then this is where I'm going to be using those PeeringDB source filters to only show traffic from ASNs that are members at AM6. So I'm going to go in here and search for our new PeeringDB set of filters, and I'm going to select ASN is member of IX. And then I'm going to select AM6. And then I also want to set up some filters to only look at members who are going to be potentially open to peering with me. So I want to filter by the peering policy, making sure that I'm only looking at open and selective peering policies. So let's run that. So these results are pretty interesting. It looks like we have a healthy amount of transit traffic here that could be potentially offloaded to peering at AM6. So now I want to look at, who are the members that are sending us this traffic, right? So now I'm going to go into the dimensions and select which dimensions that I want to see. So I want to pull in connectivity type just to make sure that it's pulling as transit. I want to look at the provider, the transit provider. Then I want to look at the AS number. Rearrange those a bit. Click Save. And then I'm also going to adjust the visualization for this to a sand key. Great. So now you can see in this chart here, we can see all of the source networks that are sending transit traffic through, looks like a couple of main providers here, Verizon, AT&T, Cogent. And so this really gives us a nice visualization to see where this transit traffic is coming from. There may be reasons, right, for traffic to be transit, but in this scenario, we're going to assume that we can move all of this over to peering at AM6. So in order to figure out who we would contact at those source networks to set up peering, we could easily go here, select PeeringDB record, and this is going to pull up the integrated PeeringDB data within Kentik for that source network. And then we can also, if we want to look at how much this could potentially save us and cost savings, we could hop over to the connectivity cost portion of the Kentik portal and look up the current price that we're paying right now for transit traffic on AT&T, Verizon, etc. And we've got our average, our 95th, and our max metrics here. So everything that we need to do is here to conduct those easy calculations. So to make sure that I can quickly come back to this same query without having to rebuild it all over again, I am going to create this as a saved view, give it a simple name, M6 IX. And then I'm going to make it private and save. And so now anytime if I want to revisit this query, change it up a little bit, it is now stored in my library under saved views. All right, let's try another example. Imagine we're a network that wants to build a POP in the Ashburn area, and we want to figure out which internet exchange it would make most sense for us to join. So for this example, we're going to look at 3 exchanges in the Ashburn area: Links Nova, Equinix, Ashburn, and Digital Realty. So first, I'm going to select line chart for my visual, as that's going to give us the best comparison for this example. And then I'm going to hop down to those filters again, tell Kentik what traffic I'm interested in seeing. So I'm going to set the network boundary to external. Again, I want to make sure I'm only looking at transit traffic. So I'm going to set the connectivity type to transit. And then I'm going to have those same filters for the peering policy, making sure that we're only looking at networks that have open or selective peering policies. Click Save. And then now we're going to go into the dimensions area, and we're going to use the filter-based dimensions. And this is really going to enable us to have a comparison and see those 3 comparisons in one line chart for each IX. So I'm going to give this a simple name, IX comparison, Ashburn. And then here, we're going to create essentially a series of filter dimensions based off of PeeringDB filters for each IX. So I'm going to start out with Links Nova, and I'm going to use those same PeeringDB filters to select Links Nova. I'm going to create one for each IX that we are interested in evaluating. Then last one, Digital Realty. Perfect. So now we're going to click Save. And so what these results are showing here is the total amount of transit traffic that could be offloaded to each of those IXs if we were to join them. So based on the results, we can see that there's a clear winner here with Equinix Ashburn based on the traffic standpoint, right? We can see the most traffic, the highest amount of traffic could be offloaded to peering there. Of course, there are other costs and other factors to consider as well, but this gives us a pretty good jumping off point to further investigate. So from here, if I wanted to just drill down into Equinix Ashburn and see what those potential providers and transit networks would be, I can go to the previous view that I set up for AM6. So I'm going to my save views, open up that previously saved AM6 query. And all I would have to do is adjust this query in the filtering here. Instead of looking at AM6, now we want to look at Equinix. Click Save. And now we're off to the races. We've got our source networks, we've got our transit providers, we've got all the data we need to investigate further and potentially see how much we could peer off at Equinix Ashburn. So in this demo, we took 2 scenarios that have been traditionally a complex and challenging task for networking and peering teams to solve. And we've reduced that data gathering and correlation time down to minutes with Kentik. You can try Kentik's peering features for yourself by signing up for a free trial on our website or requesting a personalized demo for your team.